Hey, how you doing? I'm Jimmy. This is Uke Talk, where I talk about ukes, real on the nose. Today I wanted to talk about this one. This is the most recent ukulele I've purchased, the Caramel CT204, a ukulele I didn't need. I have 10 down here in my studio guitar room basement area. And if you count the ones throughout the rest of the house, the ones I've purchased for my kids, the ones that are primarily wall hangers, there's probably closer to 15, if not more. So didn't need this, as my wife reminded me. But here's the thing: I was on Amazon, and I saw down at the bottom. You might also like, they do that. It's an all solid acacia tenor ukulele. And that's always my number one concern: is what is the instrument made out of, what wood, and is it solid or is it laminate? Not a big fan of laminate instruments. They, I guess, have their purpose in the world for an inexpensive instrument, something that's a little more resilient to temperature and humidity changes. Sure, and I have a couple, but it's not what I'm looking for. I really like the idea that this is all solid acacia, but the problem that I saw for the starter pack that comes with, everything you're going to need, the gig bag, the cleaning cloth, and extra strings, and they put in some picks in there, whatever the deal was, in a little carrying case, for the price that it was, which was $109 on Amazon, with Prime shipping, so free shipping. I figured they had to cheap out somewhere on this instrument, and I was gonna roll the dice. I had $100 gift card left over from Christmas. It was burning a hole in my pocket. I thought, you know what, for $109, I'm gonna buy this thing, and we're gonna find out what it's like. And I will tell you what, I am blown away at this instrument. It is next level great for this price. It is comparable to some of the higher end stuff that I own. This is, to me, it sounds like about a $500 instrument for $109. And, so where would they have cheaped out on this? Well, it's all solid acacia, which is the cousin of koa wood. Koa being the traditional wood you make a ukulele out of. My Kamaka is solid koa. My Martin T1K solid koa. This is solid acacia, which is very similar. It's, koa is grown in Hawaii. Acacia grows other places, including Australia, that kind of thing. So they didn't cheap out on the wood. It is legit solid. It's got a walnut fretboard, walnut bridge. It has bridge pins as opposed to a tie-on situation. Not a huge fan of that, but whatever. It is what it is. That's just a preference thing. I thought this decorative, ring around the sound hole, well, that's got to be a sticker. That's where they cheaped out. Nope, that is it's really inlaid in there. It's got some depth to it. It's very pretty. Let's see, the nut and saddle are bone. The saddle is not compensated, but the intonation really good on this. No reason for it to be. The tuners, I was concerned about the tuners. You've got of course, the metal gear there. They're the open gear tuners. But I thought, well, the black, that might be a resin, some sort of really hard plastic. It is not. It is metal, and they are geared 18-1, which is the same thing as the highest end stuff that I own. So, what I started thinking about is somebody really tried to make a quality instrument here. It's got it's got a preamp. It's acoustic electric built-in tuner. The preamp, it's nothing super special about it, but it's serviceable. It does the job. It's got strap buttons installed, which I guess saves me a couple bucks. I always put strap buttons on my instruments. The wood grain, and this was surprising because I've seen some other videos about the Caramel CT204 where the wood grain did not match up well on some of these, which I don't care a whole lot about. I'm more interested in how the instrument sounds, but mine is nearly a perfect match. It is unbelievable. how they were able to pull this off. The joint here at the heel, you can barely see it. It's really, really exceptional. If I was going to recommend an instrument to somebody starting out, they didn't want to spend a whole lot of money, they want to try it out. This is the instrument. This is an instrument that you could have for the rest of your life and be pretty happy with it. The strings that are installed, it came with an extra pack of caramel fluorocarbon strings. To me, I don't know if that's what's actually on here. These look and feel and sound to me like D'Addario strings. They've sort of got that light blue tint to them, which makes me think that's what they are. Now, perhaps the caramel strings are just the D'Addario strings made in the D'Addario factory, and they rebrand them. That could be the case. Either way, it's not a bad string. I'm interested to see here in another month or so when I change them, and I'll throw some Fremont strings on there or something. We'll see what that does, but I'm not dissatisfied with how these strings sound. It is really good. I'm really surprised. I can't find anywhere they cheaped out. Granted, it's not name brand tuners. These aren't Grover tuners. But the quality of wood seems good. Everything about it seems great, and I don't know why it's so cheap, but it is. The gig bag that comes with it is pretty high end, a lot thicker than I thought it was going to be. I'm really blown away by this instrument, and it has become a real daily player for me. This is one that I tend to take upstairs with me when I'm, up there hanging out with the family. I get worried sometimes taking my Kamaka up there because I'm at some point I'm going to get up to get a drink and set it down. And the chance of a kid or an animal landing on it, knocking it over, biting it, whatever it might be, is fairly high. So I always get a little bit nervous with the highest end stuff that I have. But this, it could get chucked out the window, and for $109, or I think it's up to 119 now on Amazon, I will just buy another one. That's it would be no giant loss. I would hope that the next one that I got was matched up as well. Each instrument's a little bit different, but this is either the greatest example of this instrument, or and I got very lucky, or they did a real quality job, which might be the case. It sounds really, really nice. It sounds as good as most $500-$600 tenor ukuleles that I've purchased. Let's go ahead and give you that. They've done a real nice job of finishing up the frets and everything too. It's not sharp. Like I said, the intonation's great. This shouldn't be this good. It bothers me. It shouldn't be this good. You shouldn't be able to get an instrument like this at this price. Let's see how it sounds. I assume that's probably why you're here. All right, so there you go. That is my review of the Caramel CT204. For the price, one of the finest instruments I've ever seen. Available on Amazon, free shipping, like $120 or whatever. Like I said, you can get it a little cheaper than that. I guess keep an eye on it if you want to save a couple bucks. I paid $109, but really good, and it comes with all the extras. If you are a somebody beginning, you will want a gig bag. You will want the extra strings and the polishing cloth and all the sort of things it comes with. A set of the caramel fluorocarbon strings, which, like I said, if these are the same thing as what come on the instrument, if they're not D'Addario strings, I'd be surprised. So a quality strain comes with what I would call a microphone bag, but you know, you can put all your accessories in there. This has become a home for extra guitar strings, but nice little bag. And then the gig bag itself is pretty good gig bag. Like, it's got some thickness to it, seems to be well constructed. Just a little bonus. You know, all this stuff add to the value of what is already a pretty good deal, man. I can't recommend this highly enough. This video is not sponsored by anybody. Caramel is not paying me to say nice things about it. They're more than welcome to, but that's not the case. Either way, this is my review of the Caramel CT204. Hit that subscribe button. Not only will you get these Uke Talk videos, but you know, I've got another podcast. I have a radio show, so you get some interviews popping up from that kind of thing as well. All right, you know, hit that subscribe button, and then of course follow me on social media as well at Radio Governor on Instagram, Facebook, that kind of thing. All right, until next time, peace.